So one of the other stories I wanted to talk about was that I decided to start a new series that's slightly different from a Let's Play. So, yeah, get into more details on that. The reason it's slightly different is because, well, it's not going to have my, animated intros. It's not, let's say, oh, and it's going to be something that, like, you as an audience, like, decide. I'm calling it Zach Plays. And what it is like, each week I'm going to play a random game. I'm not necessarily going to finish a game. If it's a game that, a lot of people like, then I will do more episodes of it. But if not, then I will just continue to do random games and such. So I'm currently taking suggestions, actually. Anyway, Arbiter confirmed. Access granted. Where are we? Okay. Hey, Eric, go ahead.
Where are we? Like you just said, I'm a copycat now. Is that the frozen flame?
Exactly. What the heck? What's going on here? Oh yeah, by the way, hey guys, it's Zach. The hearer of people's prayers, the provider of riches, fame, and power. Look at that. What happened to Kid? She's on the ground? What's going on here? The bestower of eternal life, the promiser of peace and happiness. Oh, and now instead of Dark Surge, he's back to being Lynx again?
I guess so.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, you guys, okay, so I cut this out from when we got Surge's body back, but I had actually mentioned that Lynx technically, as a half-cat person, no longer exists. Surge did not regain his old body, he just got reborn with a new body. Okay, so Lynx still has Surge's old body, and so that's what's going on here. Well, you did Dark Surge's voice. You wanna?
Oh yeah. This is the essence of what descended from the heavens in the prehistoric age. The living crimson stone, the frozen flame.
Interesting.
Lynx.
This is all you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to myself for a while.
What took you so long? You had me worried. Worried that you might have perished on the way here.
We beat you. How exactly?
Shut up! It was a draw. See, I'm still here.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
It's no use. I put her soul to sleep.
Uh-oh.
I had to remove any potential obstacle from us having this talk.
So why is it now that you decided to kill her? Like, why didn't you just kill her before? Alright, whatever.
That's bored.
Who are you? What are you after?
You still don't know?
Mm-hmm.
I am the human incarnation of fate.
Interesting. So Lynx the whole time was fate. In a way, it kind of makes sense. Maybe, maybe not. Well, let's keep going. See if we can find out.
The living interface of the fate computer system. Or put simply, I too am fate.
What?
Hey, that's not Fargo's voice.
Well, it's more of an exclamation.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of, I was like, what?
Yeah, I got that. Oh, here we go. Backstory time.
Woo!
14 years ago, On the night of a terrible storm, the cogs began to turn. That night, Wazuki and Miguel set out to sea carrying a sick, young child in their boat.
That makes sense.
That child was you, Serge, after you had been attacked by that panther demon.
Okay, so there you have it. That's what happened 14 years ago. Serge, at the ripe age of 3, was attacked by a panther and was severely injured. Now, they went to go seek help, but got caught up in a storm and ended up floating or sailing to Chronopolis. And, entered, and everything. So.
Your poison wounds were beyond the healing abilities of the doctors in Termino or even Goldov. So they set sail to Marbule in order to see the sage there, not knowing how bad the storm would become.
Interesting.
Being skilled sailors, the 2 men were able to survive the storm. But they were blown off course and came ashore on this island, where they decided to seek shelter.
Interesting.
At the time, this research center was offline due to the severity of the storm.
That's how they were able to get access to Chronopolis so easily. Its defense systems were down.
It only took 10 minutes for the system to power back up, but by then, the flame had found you.
10 minutes? Seriously? I mean, my computer could do that in like half the time.
Well, it's a big computer. It was running Windows 8. What do you expect? Contact with the flame healed your young body, but that was not all.
Uh-oh.
Once the security card system was rebooted, it would only grant access to you, the Arbiter.
Which makes sense because Surge, as we saw from the last episode, was the last Arbiter recorded.
You can't imagine the trouble this cost the Fate computer system in achieving its objective.
Interesting. You okay?
Yeah, it's just the Skype took a while to update.
Yeah.
Inside of Fate, there was a standalone circuit that had been kept hidden since the old Mother Brain generation.
Ooh, interesting.
That circuit was designed to start a malfunction, or more precisely, a rebellion. Who would have thought that such a small bug, a traitor, could exist inside of Fate?
Me. I called it.
That hidden circuit was based on the initial Ashtar model circuit board, with extra logic added by another scientist. Fate itself did not realize that this circuit was present within the core of its system. Or more correctly...
Wait, how could Fate not know any of that? Come on. It examine itself.
Well, I guess it's
system
kind of like
diagnostic.
you might not know you have an appendix unless somebody tells you, because
Okay.
I don't know.
The circuit was programmed so that the moment Fate did detect it, it would erase all record of its detection.
So how do you know
guess
about
that
it right
explains it.
now? Oh, sorry, did you say something?
I guess that kind of explains it, because it's like Fate would be like, "Oh my gosh, what was that?" And the circuit would go, "Okay, you forget about it." It's like, "Huh, what was I doing?" Fate goes, "Oh my gosh, what was that?" "Huh, what was I doing?" "Oh my gosh!" Yeah.
Yeah, but how does
That's
it know
a
about it right now?
I don't know.
Maybe something happened.
Dr. Luca Ashtier.
Did you ever have a last name in Chrono Trigger?
I don't think so. I mean, you could technically name her whatever you want, I think, so.
Unbelievably intelligent and incredibly enthusiastic. You might even go so far as to call her a mad scientist.
Okay.
Of course, I don't believe it was Luca alone that devised this plan. I'm sure the first curator of this research center, a man named Balthazar, had a hand in it too.
That's the second time we've heard his name.
Fate! Bring out the traitor, Prometheus!
Ah. Affirmative. You have finally released me. Welcome back. So, you're the real Surge. I've waited a long time for you. I'm glad you made it in time. Surge, I beg you. Please bring an end to the enmity between Fate and the dragons.
Fate! Eliminate him!
Affirmative. Now eliminating Prometheus.
No, you can't.
Surge, please, for the future of mankind. For the future.
Idiot. Destruction to those who oppose the goddess of fate. Lynx, why you? Come, Surge.
And he did not move his legs at all.
I'm going to float back.
What the hell? What's going on? Show me the purpose of your life on this planet. Show me what the purpose of your life on this planet is. Teach me what it means to be alive. And yes, now we have a boss battle with Fate. The character of Fate that we've finally been revealed and been building up all this time. What'd you say?
No, nothing, just dun dun dun.
Yeah. So, Eric, what do you think about all that exposition right there?
My throat.
No.
Well, no, I meant like the story. Like,
I know, I'm just kidding. But, very interesting.
quick thing, guys, you can steal holy healing from Fate if you're really lucky. And holy healing is a great healing element, so I'm going to try and see if I can do this. I think it might be just one of the, like that rainbow thing. What the hell? I got it on the first try. See, like I said, the guide says if you're really lucky, most of the time I had the feeling that you would steal the earring of light. But what are the chances? That's awesome. Okay, moving on now. I don't need to run away again.
Hooray!
Okay, commencing countdown. So every time he counts down, he's going to use a black element, which is why I have the black plate equipped to Surge. He'll pretty much Surge is invincible because he'll never do physical attacks, as far as I know. So yeah. So I'm sorry, Eric. You were saying something about the oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, the story. Just kind of interesting how, you know, it really clarifies, you know, a bit more of the timeline, what happened when, and so forth, you know?
Right, yeah. See, because you guys remember that, okay, well, 14 years ago, we knew from the story that Surge's mom mentioned that, Wazuki and Miguel had to travel out during a terrible storm. And then later on from Miguel, we found out that once they arrived there, or that they arrived at Chronopolis, and something was calling out to them. So Wazuki, like, pressed further on ahead to see if he could find somebody to help him. And of course, you know, now we know that what happened was it was basically the frozen flame that was contacting at least them, and so it healed Surge of that panther attack, or that panther bite, or whatever the damage was, the poison. You know what? I'm gonna show Strong Arm because I never showed that yet. And so we know that it healed Surge, but then it also made him the Arbiter, so he was the only one that could access the Frozen Flame, which wasn't really covered, but Fate didn't like it. We'll just say that much. I'm sure we can find out more exactly like what Fate was, what Fate is up to, or you know why he didn't want to search out of the way or something. Oh, did I? Whoops! I screwed up my battle strategy.
Oh no! All is lost!
No, it's okay. Oh, that's weird. Oh. What the heck happened there? Okay. There we go. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know, for whatever reason, once my drive's activated, it somehow, like, kind of doesn't exit out, but it deselects the window. Did he just do that on Fargo? It did. Right, anyway, so I mean, that seems to make sense. Now, as opposed to what happened 10 years ago, well, we still don't exactly know, but we do know that Surge died. Right? Then we learned something else. Didn't we? Oh, yeah, that's right. When we...
in the one world, yeah.
When we became Lynx, I believe, didn't they mention... Or, okay, didn't Lynx mention that... Didn't he mention that we... he mentioned the Panther tag. That's how we learned about that. But, of course, now we know that that wasn't 10 years ago. That was 14 years ago. But I don't believe we learned anything else about what happened 10 years ago. Do you remember? If that was true?
Not really.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, that's interesting. But there you go. Now you know what happened 14 years ago and how Surge is the chosen one, basically. I always thought it was interesting. Uh-oh, one. Please, that's not gonna do anything. Oh, great, another gravity blow. Anyway, so, but I don't know, I always thought that was kind of interesting, the reveal of the timeline there. Let's see, can't use that. I guess I'll use a holy light. Sounds good. So you pretty much liked all that exposition then, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely bringing the story together a bit, so.
Yeah, that definitely is. So anyway, okay, so stepping away from the story, yeah, I'm currently taking suggestions about the first game. I had someone suggest Bayonetta, which admittedly I haven't played, so I don't know what it's like. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing too, was they'd all be like pretty much like blind runs. Wow. Yeah, they'd pretty much be blind, because I wanted to make it different enough from my Let's Plays, which are usually, I know enough about the game or I practice it. What I wanted to do for the Zach Plays is actually, give my like authentic reaction to playing a game for the first time, or playing that game for the first time. And so yes, admittedly there might be some parts where I'm just like not, I'm not sure what to do. But if anything like that happens, then I will just, I would just either speed it up or cut it out or something until I figure it out. What do you think, Eric?
Sounds like it could work.
It sounds like it could work. Do you have a game suggestion?
I need to work on that.
I was thinking of something like doing some sort of like survival horror game, but I couldn't really think of any. Oh, there we go. Fate has been defeated. We now have free will. I have given us free will.
Or have you?
Dun 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 dun. Anyway, yeah, that battle's not really that hard, because pretty much, he'll always just attack with elements and just doing after his countdown. So, okay, now element slot there. Fargo, for whatever reason, refuses to get a level 8 slot. Whatever. And a level 7 slot there. Making sure everyone's fully healed. Awesome. And magic shield. Alright, cool. That was awesome. Got that holy healing. That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
I prefer to stay at lucky number 7.
No. How could you? I, Fate, the goddess of fate, was not meant to die. Oh yeah, pretty much that's Fate behind us, by the way.
Hmm.
Huh. Where in the places am I? Yeah, it looks like she's got free of her mind control. Sir, what happened to me? Ah, that's it. What are you doing? Kid? Kid, it's very dangerous up there. Hey, look, Taro. No, not. Need touch. What? Need touches. Has? Do not touch it. Okay. Kid, I know the feeling you have inside of you. The urge to bring everything to nothing is now stronger than your desire to save everyone. You may want to throw yourself down the cliff of destruction. That is your imperative. But whatever, kid.
People play, yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Do not drag Surge and the others down into destruction with you. Shut up, you loony. I know what I'm doing. It's too late. There's no turning back now. Whoa, what the heck's going on? That's a very bright like, whoa. I'll check to make sure it's Haro okay. Well, since we defeated Fate, we pretty much just shut down the computer. You want to do this one?
Fate has fallen. Fate has died.
Interesting. What are the dragons preparing to do? Finally, the time has come. Yeah, pretty much the dragons are all communicating with each other.
Indeed, the long, endless night shall finally come to an end.
That was cool. Skype did some weird effect with your voice and it sounded awesome.
Cool. Skype does something right for once.
Now, for mankind. I still think it looks like a Stegosaurus, I'm sorry, but... you wanna do this one?
Oh, sorry, Skype was taking a second.
Oh, yeah, that's alright.
I shall make you bleed.
The Sky Dragon. Fill a million years of the planet's agony, pain, and suffering. I think that's what it said.
I think so, something like that.
Oh my gosh, what's about to happen? All the dragons are... Okay, nice cutscene. What the heck? Is the Sky Dragon Isle just rising out of the ground? What's going on? Whoa. Okay then. So the Sky Dragon Isle is a tower, I guess. Yeah. It's pretty cool though. Nice animation. I love that. I love how it rises out of the ground. Terra Tower. It's coming back to life again. Oh, so was that the tower? In the year 2400, during a counter-time experiment, the flame goes out of control. This causes the dimensions to rip apart, resulting in the time crash. Interesting. Engulfed in an enormous dimensional vortex, Chronopolis was hurled 10,000 years back in time. Perhaps it was the awakening of Lavos, who pulled the frozen flame back through time to it. Maybe so that Lavos, who saw the possibility that some young adventurers might destroy it, could create a backup plan. But that ain't all. At the same time, another city from a different dimension's future was also thrown back in time. Dinopolis, the future city of the Reptites, as well as the Sednates, who had evolved more closely with the planet. Just as Lavos, in an attempt to save itself, summoned Chronopolis from the distant future. Perhaps our planet beckoned Dinopolis into the past, maybe as a measure against Chronopolis and humanity. It wasn't the dragon gods who sealed up the frozen flame. Oh, yeah, so, okay. You know what, I'm going to do a cut here and splice in some footage. Future me, make a note of that. Cena mentions that in an old poem, the 6 dragons sealed the evil flame, and that the evil flame sought to engulf the world. Remember, this is a legend, and I will reference it when we're on the second disc. As you will just see, there was a legend in Gul Dove that spoke of this kind of like ancient war sort of thing, where that was the dragon gods who like stole the flame or sealed it, you know, the frozen flame. Well, let's see here. It apparently is not true. So I wonder what happened. It was fate which used the flame's power to divide and seal the dragons in slumber. And now that fate has been defeated, the dragons will join together again to start their revenge. Holy cow.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Some nice wind effects, actually, of the wings. That's pretty cool. You might recognize this, Eric, from the intro. Or from the... Not the intro, the... you know what I mean. The opening of the game, you know.
Yeah.
What is Harl? What does Harl have to do with the dragons? Okay. Now they're attacking each other. What? Okay. Oh, he does have wings. What the? I guess they... Did they just fold into him? So I don't know.
I guess, maybe.
What the hell's going on? Whoa. This is something else you might recognize from that opening. What the heck? Holy cow. This game just got a million times awesome. I feared it would come to this. I didn't want to have to fight with you if it could have been avoided. What are you talking about, Harl? Adieu, Surge. Adieu. Harl, what are you doing? What the heck? What's going on here? Whoa. Kid collapsed. This doesn't look good. What the heck? Whew! Alright. Do you want to read some of this too, or...?
I guess I can try. Give me a frickin' break. You mean to tell me we're being used all this time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Damn!
What is done, although we may not like it. In any case, we need to make our way into that floating tower. Yes, we cannot just dwindle our thumbs and do nothing. The only problem is... Eric?
Sorry, Skype.
Yeah.
So, we have to find a way up there, right?
It's not like the great SS Invincible can make it up there either.
There has to be a way. Yes, the world. Yes, the world has infinite possibilities. There has to be something that will help us reach that tower. At least our objective is clear. I do not know how, but we must find a way. How about you? You want to do this one?
So, like, whatever happened to Kid after that?
Doesn't look like she'll ever wake up.
Indeed. She's resting at Radis's place. Well, at least she can rest quietly there. Yeah, if Zoa doesn't, like, freaking wake her up.
Yeah.
Plus, Radis will watch over her. So, that's pretty much the Hermit's Hideaway, if you ever want to go visit her. Oh, her spirit seems to be possessed by the past. A powerful item is necessary in order to dispel it. Something like the Dragon Tear or the Masamune? Yes. No use just moping around here. Indeed, we have much to do. However, time will not wait. Then we will have to... Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Then we will have to take action. Let's shove off, mateys.
Oh, wait, yeah, okay, you ready? We gotta time this right. Ready? 1, 2, 3... Yeah!
Yeah.
Well, that was horrible, but whatever.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
I'm just kind of curious, what else was added? Because we got all our other party members, so I don't know what the heck's going on here. I don't know, maybe we got more
Party now consists of every person in the entire world.
Well, woo! Finally made it out of that dungeon. That is the end of Chronopolis. We never have to go back. Although it's one of my favorite dungeons. Actually, I really like it, but it is very long, and there is so much exposition in it as it gets thrown at your face. As evident by the last, like, 3 episodes. Or 4, actually, by this point, right? Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so.
Anyway, so, whew. Okay. What time? What is the rest of my time up to?
3 hours and 42 minutes. No.
It has been like over half an hour now. Of course it has. Anyway, okay. So, Eric, we gotta sum up everything that just happened. Although we did not learn exactly why Fate wanted to kill Surge. You know, which is kind of interesting. Okay, for the record, I do know why. I'm not going to tell you right now, just in case it gets explained at the end of the game, before the final boss. I'm not entirely sure if it does or not. So that is where I will wait in explaining in great detail there. But, yeah, so... If you want to know now, sorry, I don't remember if it does get explained later on. It should. So, and the only other time that it will get explained is before we go face the final boss. So, but, you know, it shouldn't be too much longer from now on. Okay. So, Eric, you want to sum up everything that just transpired? Everything that was summed up? I mean, we pretty much summed up everything that happened 14 years ago, so we can just cover from that afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much. Basically, you know, Surge being attacked by the Panther thing, 14 years ago. Miguel and Wazuki, was it? Or
Yeah, Wazuki.
Alright, yeah, trying to find help for him and ending up at Chronopolis.
Yeah, because they went to Termita and Galdove to try and get Surge help, but they couldn't, so they tried to sail off here to Marbule, but because of the storm, they got blown up and ended up here at the Sea of Eden. Or wait, what the heck? Uh, uh, what? Huh? What? I'm like, it's another world. We can see Chronopolis on the overview map. What the? What?
It's the Dead Sea ruins?
I'm going back in real
What?
quick. I want to check. Yeah, because... Whoa. Yeah, okay, this is gonna... Well, hang on. I think it's impossible to get in from here. No shit. Damn it, to dead end. Maybe some kind of dragon treasure will open it up. Where that treasure was? You mean the dragon tier? It used to be kept inside a shrine in Galdo, but someone from the village stole it. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's... strange. I don't know why it's called the Dead Sea Ruins. I guess because we have to use them to get into the Sea of Eden? I have no idea. It's weird. I don't understand. Anyway, so, okay, as we were saying, yeah, so they ended up in Chronopolis, which, because due to the storm, had its defenses down, and that's how they were able to get inside without, you know, very easily. Okay, and then, of course, once they got inside, Wazuki, like, I believe, heard something calling to him. Maybe, I believe that was the Frozen Flame or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure something was calling to him. Anyway, so they reached the Frozen Flame, and of course, it healed Surge, but then the Prometheus Circuit recognized him as the Arbiter, and so now Surge is the only one that can actually access the Frozen Flame. No one or nothing else can. So, yeah, so there was that. Okay, now on to other stuff to recap. Or to explain. Go ahead.
Brain overload.
Okay, fine. I will do this. Because, like I said, I've gone through this whole story, so I know it. Okay, so, set that aside from now. That was what happened 14 years ago. Okay? When Surge was 3. Now, okay, what happened in the year, what did they say, 2400? Believe so.
Was one of them, yeah.
Yeah, well, the Chronopolis came from the year 2400, correct?
Mhm.
Right. So what happened in the year 2400, that experiment that we heard the ghost talking about, they were trying to use the Frozen Flame to apparently time travel, or to do something with time. Unfortunately, it caused what is widely known as the time crash, which is what sent Chronopolis and everything else surrounding it hurtling backwards through time for about 10,000 years. Which is how it's here right now. So once it came here, and was introduced into this area, basically what's known as the entity, which is the planet itself, also pulled in Dinopolis, which is where the Reptites are from, into the same dimension as well. Okay, and let's see. So then, of course, I really wish I knew if this was explained earlier or not, because I don't want to spoil something here. Okay, so anyway, and of course, then there was a legend regarding like the dragon god or dragon gods stealing the Frozen Flame and such. But of course, now we know that that legend is false. And that Fate actually defeated the dragon gods, and the Frozen Flame stayed hidden within the Chronopolis. Okay, so yeah, there was that, and of course then Fate, in the process, probably after that, created all these islands in El Nido, and erased everyone's memory, and sent him out amongst the islands and set up records of Fate so he could keep track of everything. Oh, and in the process created links for some unknown reason at the moment, but yeah, maybe we'll find out at a later point, to act as basically a I would say an avatar in some fashion. Yeah, that seems about right. Wouldn't you say so, Eric?
Yeah, that sounds like a good term for it.
Yeah, to run around the islands and do its business, because Fate, of course, is a computer and just stays inside of Chronopolis, so it was unable to do that. Oh, and in the process, we learned that a guy named Balthazar was behind all this, or might be behind all this, set all this up. Who knows? And now the only thing left really to answer is what happened 10 years ago when Surge died, and what happened, and what's this Project Kid about? You know, we saw that sign and everything. And more importantly, what happened 10,000 years ago after Dinopolis was pulled in? Because all we know is that there was something, and then, you know, the Dragon Gods supposedly stole the Frozen Flame, but didn't actually. So, whew. Okay, I think was that everything that was covered just in this part? Well,
I think so.
I think so. Okay. See, I told you, this plot. The plot of the game is so complicated. I had to read it 3 times to really like nail down everything. So, anyway, sorry for the long recap at the end of that, but I told you, Chronopolis is a great area in the game, but my goodness, it has so much exposition. So, anyway, okay, so now we don't have too much longer to go. We have 1 mini dungeon to go, and then we, oh yeah, I might as well show this off. We have this all the way over here. Terra Tower, the last dungeon in the game. And after we beat that, it's just the final boss. So, yeah, so we got 1 mini dungeon to do, and then we have Terra Tower, and then the final boss, and that will be the end of the game. Whew. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you were able to understand that. Again, when I will do a recap episode before the final episode where we take on the final boss, and we'll actually like explain everything and try to keep it simple and organize it well. But I will just say that this is most of the plot in the game. However, there's a large chunk of it missing at the moment that once we hear about it, it's really just going to add everything up, and it's just, whew, okay. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this part. Let me know if you did. And yes, in the next episode, we're going to go visit Kid, see how she's doing, and we're going to do some more cool things. Whew. What did you think of all this, Eric?
A lot.
A lot of exposition, right?
Yep.
Right. Well, anyway, do you have any last words you want to say about it, or you good? Can we end it off?
I think we're good.
Okay. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, like I said, we're going to see Kid and talk to Radis and do some more cool things. So please follow me on Twitter. And, of course, in the last 10 seconds of this video, my channel icon will appear. If you're a new viewer, you can click on that. You'll be redirected to my channel, and you can see some awesome videos. So, once again, thank you very much for watching. And in the next episode, we're going to go visit Kid. So, I'll see you guys then.